Hi, you guys. So, just coming back just to update you on my 25th paycheck, May 25th paycheck. It will be in the amount of $1,630. So, I wanted to go over with you what I will be paying with that. I put down here that this includes 3 hours of overtime, but it actually only includes 2 hours of overtime, which is from here. I would have had more overtime, but I called out for 4 hours here unpaid, as well as here for an hour and a half. So I mean, I still got my 40 hours because I did try to do overtime, but you know, when you call in, if you don't have the full 40 hours, then it's not considered overtime. Oh well. And we know I was just doing that to try to get reimbursed for the money I spent on my son's shoes. So with that paycheck, we have my car registration for 2 years for $99.50. I'll be fully funding, thank goodness, my cash envelope. So I'm excited about that. I haven't done that in 2 full months of, funding my cash envelopes to the full without making adjustments. And we know 140 of that goes towards my grocery cash envelope. But I'll do a video. I do my monthly cash envelope fill up. So I'll fill you in on that. I have $24.40 for my Richmond utilities coming out of this paycheck. This Florida car tolls, with the Sun Pass, was $5.18. I already paid that bill. Let's see here. And then I have rent for $765. I have car tax for $43.10. Now, I must say, never, ever, in New York, you don't have a car tax. So when I came down here, I'm like, why do I have to pay tax on a car that I own? You pay taxes when you buy it. But nope, not down here in Virginia. You pay a yearly tax on your own car, which is $43.10. Well, that's my second installment. They break it apart in 2 different installments. Let's see here. So I have my Capital One large payment. Now, we know my Capital One large payment is usually $300. This time around, I'm going to be doing $200. And this 100 kind of combines with this. And the reason why I say that is because if we go back here and look at this, on May 27th, not May 27th, but I did it prior, earlier this month, but I just wrote it down here because it needed to be done by the 27th. I did a balance transfer of $3,800 from my Capital One large credit card to my Discover credit card, because my balance is on my Capital One credit card is a balance transfer that was at 0% that was about to expire. And my interest rate for my purchases on my Capital One large credit card is like an 18.5%. And there's no way for the rest of the year I'm going to be paying 18% on this when I don't have to. So I transferred this into my Discover credit card. My Discover credit card was getting close to its limit after I made the transfer. So that's why I ended up making $100 payment into my Discover credit card using my checking account. So I'm just going to reimburse my checking account for that $100. So that's why if you add these 2 things together, it's $300. And that all is combined because of the balance transfer, which had to do with my Capital One large credit card payment. Hopefully that all makes sense. And the final bill I have is my Dominion utilities, which is $103. This Walmart one will be paid on my June's check. So yeah, these are all of the bills that I have to pay, and that itself will put me at -$5. But I do have $5 in my checking account, so yeah, I'm gonna be good there. It seems like a tight budget, but I promise you it's not. And the reason why I say that is because I'm going to be able to fully fund my cash envelopes, which I am so excited about. Like, no more adjustments right now, okay, to my cash envelopes. So I know I'll be able to save, but if not, if I wanted to really treat me and my son out, we can do that, and not be at a bind. He works hard for school. School's about to be ending for him, and it's going to be nice out. I want to be able to do things with my son. So I'm excited about that. Now, I don't, you probably see here, I put a question mark, $715 JAWS allowance. So my son has been asking me about his allowance. He hasn't received any allowance for the past couple of months because I had to tell him to do certain things or he just wasn't doing it. And I stopped his allowance because I didn't feel it was right for me to give him something if he's not doing what he needs to do, being responsible. So he's interested in getting his allowance back and, helping out around the house. So his allowance is usually $50 every month, okay? So I need to figure out a way to get that $50. Now, I do plan on withdrawing $50 from the bank and getting $1 bills. So as he does things, I'll give him, money as we go along. He can get up to the maximum of his allowance, but if he doesn't, the leftover just goes back to me. So I was debating if I was going to take that $50 from my rent payment, which we know I've been overpaying by, so I can afford to drop my rent payment down to $715, or change this debt payment to my Capital One large credit card, change that to $150, so I can, have the money for his allowance. Now, I'm really thinking that I'm going to hold off and not touch this. I'm going to keep that at $200 because that's a debt payment, So I think I'm going to deduct it from here. Now, even if I wanted to, I could do 25 from here and let's say 25 from this paycheck or this paycheck, because it's $50 a month. So I don't have to deduct the full $50 in one shot because I am no longer giving him the $50 in one shot like I used to. He has to earn it and I'll pay him as we go. So I don't have to do the full 50. But that's my plans of working on getting, some funds in my possession to, to give him money as we go along, starting at the beginning of the month. But I'm thinking, even if I just do $25, drop this payment down to $745, I'll be good, and I'll still have a credit overpayment on my rent. So, but yeah, just wanted to share with you my overall review. And just looking at my side over here, my important notes, I just put here that there's no more emergency bill. My son's emergency bill was paid off in the month of May. Thank goodness. I set $120 towards the family trip, which I'll be updating you on when I fill my cash envelopes. The month of June, Crunch Gym will be back in session. I had that on a freeze for 3 months, so that will be coming back out, starting again in June. I put down that I did have a car tax. My cable bill will be increasing, but the Crunch Gym and my cable bill comes from my small Capital One credit card, which I'll speak about on my my next paycheck. And I just put down here that I might go higher on my minimum payment to Discover, which these are all my side notes, but these two things right here, I'll share with you guys later on with the next paycheck, because the Discover bill and my small Capital One credit card payment, I don't have to address that until this next paycheck. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.